No gym does not mean no gains. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you today how you can make new gains with just 2 exercises. Oh, and before you tell me you can't do pull-ups, no excuses here. I got you covered too. What's up guys, Jeff Cavalier, ATHLEAN-X.com. So people out of necessity, it seems, are looking for an upper body workout that they can do at home that won't cost them the gains that they were getting at the gym. Guys, like always here, I've got you covered. And the beauty about what I'm going to show you here is not just its effectiveness, but its simplicity. You see, there's just 2 exercises that you're going to do here. The pull-up and the push-up. And don't worry, if you can't do them, as I said, everyone's going to be able to participate in this because there are step-down options available. Now with the pull-ups you're going to do in this workout, there are a few ground rules I want to cover with you first. And it's going to help you to actually do a hell of a lot more of them. The first thing I want you to do is uncross your legs from behind you. Get your legs straight and out in front of you. It's going to do something we call plug the energy leaks, which is going to help you to get up and down a lot more efficiently. The second thing I want you to do is actually pay attention to how you're gripping the bar. I want you to apply this inward pressure of your hands on the bar. Again, it's another tactic that's going to help you to make these pull-ups a hell of a lot easier because, trust me, you're going to need to. And remember, if you can't do 5 pull-ups in a single set, you're not going to be doing pull-ups. You have an alternative exercise. We'll cover that in a second. And when it comes to the push-ups, there's 2 things I want you to focus on there too. Number 1, kind of got to get all the way down to the ground. You guys have heard me talk about the push-up and sort of my love-hate relationship. It's one of the best things you can possibly do if you do it right, and getting down to the ground matters. But the second thing that matters is actually getting all the way back up. And I mean all the way, like fully extending your elbows. It makes all the difference. Those last 2 to 3 inches can change the effectiveness of the entire exercise. All right, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to start by figuring out how many pull-ups you can do in a single set. So if you can do more than 15 pull-ups in a set like I can, then you would start here and you would be doing 20 pull-ups and 20 push-ups in the first minute. You see, this actually becomes a challenge within the workout. See if you can get all of this done in that time frame. And I guarantee you it is. I'm going to show you in a second that it's possible. If you fall between 10 and 15 pull-ups, then that will put you in the next category, and that's actually Jesse. And you'd be performing 15 pull-ups and the same 20 push-ups within that minute. Next up, if you could do between 5 and 10 pull-ups, then you would do either a choice here, 10 pull-ups and 20 push-ups within the first minute, or you have an option to switch that other exercise that we talked about, which is the inverted row. In that case, you'd be doing 20 of those and again, 20 push-ups. And finally, if you can do less than 5 pull-ups in a single set, don't worry, I said I'd have a challenge for everybody. You would do 15 of the inverted rows and 15 push-ups, but this time from your knees. All right, so now here's where the fun begins. What you do is you get your timer and you get up on the bar and you start going. And here now, again, the goal is 1 minute. Can you get that rep range done, depending upon where you started, within that 1 minute time? You can see I'm over here on the left, I'm doing 20 and 20, and Jesse's over here on the right, and he's doing 15 and 20. Now let me give you a little hint here. I'm not even going to attempt to do all 20 pull-ups because if I find that I fail, it's going to be very hard for me to get back up there again and bang out my pull-ups, or at least in subsequent sets. That's right, I said subsequent sets because I'm going to tell you that this is going to continue as we build out the workout. But for now, you chunk it down, you come up with a strategy. You'll see here I actually did 15 of them. I banged out all 20 push-ups, and then when I hop back up on the bar, I'm trying to get my final 5. Jesse actually did the same. He did 10 of the 15 that he had to do. He hopped down and banged out all of his push-ups, and he came back up to the bar to finish out his final 5. Again, you find the strategy that works for you, but you're going to need something because it's the only way you're going to survive. So now if you made it, first of all, congratulations, but don't get too glad with yourself at the moment because there's more work to do. You see, I told you I'd build this into an entire workout. So you've just completed the 1 minute time period. Now you've earned a 1 minute rest. So at the top of the second minute, you start going again. And your goal is to repeat what you just did minus 2 reps. So if you did 20 repetitions of pull-ups and push-ups, your goal now is to do 18 and 18 within that same 1 minute time period. And you're going to continue to progress this way, the 4th minute, the 6th minute, the 8th minute, and the 10th minute, dropping down from 16 to 14 to 12 to 10. So now when you've reached this part, guess what? You're actually only halfway done because you got to work your way back up. Now, I know that probably seems impossible, but I promise you, you can actually do this. But what's going to happen here is two things. The time that you get to do the exercise is increasing from 1 minute to 2 minutes, and the rest period that you get in between these individual attempts is going to bump up as well to 2 minutes. So now what you do is you jump back in at minute 13, and you attempt to do 12 and 12. Jump back in at minute 17 and attempt to do 14 and 14. At minute 21 to do 16 and 16. At minute 25 to do 18 and 18. And at minute 29 to do 20 and 20. So when you finish the whole thing here, we're talking about a 33-minute workout. Can you get all of your reps done within that time period? If you do, guess what? You've completed 170 pull-ups and 170 push-ups. For those that did it at the easier level, again, your accomplishments are very significant here. You're doing a bunch of inverted rows, you're doing a bunch of knee push-ups. Remember, there's nothing stopping you from getting better at this and continuing to progress yourself up to higher and higher levels of challenge. Remember guys, when you're at home, first of all, it doesn't mean that you can't get results. You can, you just have to know how to load yourself properly. And in this case, guys, sometimes the load comes in the form of additional volume. You see, I covered before in my Perfect Home Workout, another video that you might want to check out, that gave you step-by-step a parameter for how to increase your gains when you're training at home by showing you how to perform successive drop sets to increase that intensity. The overall fact here, guys, is that there are ways to make gains if you know how to do them. We know how to get them here, and this is another one for you guys to try. If you're looking for a complete home workout that requires no equipment at all, we have it over at ATHLEAN-X.com. It's called our ATHLEAN Zero program. If you found this video helpful and you can't wait to check it out and try it, make sure you leave your comments and thumbs up below. And if you haven't already done so, guys, make sure you click subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video when we put one out. All right, guys, see you soon.